Hello, guys. Welcome back to Ask Nutritionist Deepa. Thank you for joining. I am going to get right into our episode today, but I hope you all are doing well. And I'm really enjoying the questions that some of you are sending. So please keep sending those via email or give us a call at 630 839 9296. But today's episode, I'm rushing because I have a date, and I have a date with a fruit called date. Okay, just a little joke here. So I will be talking about the health benefits of dates, the origin of dates, and a phenomenal recipe I just stumbled upon making. It's a drink recipe, perfect for a date night actually. And by the way, date doesn't have to be with it doesn't have to be a romantic date. It can be with a friend, and it can be a date with oneself. I mean, sometimes just sitting quietly, not talking and contemplating on life is a good thing too. So however you decide to spend your date night, I hope you will pick up couple things from the episode today, especially this drink recipe. It's a golden milk um, recipe. It's a traditional recipe actually called thandai, but I kind of did my own twist using date in it, and it just came out amazingly good. Okay, it is a perfect blend of savory and sweet spices, and it was just phenomenal. And hold on. Oh, okay. My battery was dying. All right. So let's start. So the question this week that I got from one of my patient was, how do you get your kids to try something new, to try not only new but start eating what she's making. Okay, so it was a question from mom, and we I get this question all the time. It's not only about kids but also about spouse, right? So what I recommend when you are making a dietary change or behavior change, you have to set a realistic expectations for yourself first. Okay, we cannot expect everybody around us to change with the same motivation and same interest like us. It gets a little frustrating actually. So what we need to do, you get into it slowly. So the first and most important thing when we are trying to change our eating habits is to not bring the junk in the house. Okay, if it is around, we are going to indulge. Okay, so that's number one. You slowly stop buying the junk food. Number two, especially with kids, don't make alternate meal. If they refuse to eat, and if they want mac and cheese or chicken nuggets, and if you had made some nice recipe or dish, just don't give them that option that you are going to make an alternate meal that they like all the time. Once in a while it will be okay, but kind of get them used to this idea that it's the dinner is for the whole family, and we are slowly going to try something new. And if you're going to try a new recipe, what I would recommend, involve these kids in the preparation of that recipe. Okay, so allow them to touch a new vegetable, allow them to select a vegetable or a fruit that you're going to try, allow them to smell it, allow them to wash it, allow them to chop it. Make them familiar with the texture and the flavor and the concept of what food is. Okay, you would be surprised how many kids still don't know where our food comes from. It's a issue we have when we are surrounded by everything packaged. So expose them to real food, allow them to experience the real food just by touching, smelling, washing, chopping, like I said, and slowly they will start getting comfortable with the idea of eating healthy, and will work, and hopefully it will work with your goal as well. So one more observation I have made while talking to my patients with or families rather is that many times parents make a negative remark about eating healthy. They may say, "Oh, eating health. I'm eating healthy because I want to lose weight," or, "Oh, my mom always, you know, remarked on my weight, or my parent or my friend people are make remark on my weight, and that's why I want to eat healthy." And that kind of puts a negative spin on this message. Okay. uh, because we want to associate healthy eating with good health. Okay, I understand weight loss is one of the objective, but once we start establishing healthy habits, weight loss will occur. Okay. So how you package your message as to why we are trying to change the eating habits is extremely important. Number two, do not make negative remarks about the food that you used to hate as a kid. Okay, kids are extremely smart. They remember sometime only negative things. Okay, so if you say, "Oh, we are going to try asparagus. When I was small, I hated it myself." Oops! Immediately you have validated that it's okay to hate asparagus for a long time, and then one day you are going to be an adult and you will start making a change. It doesn't work that way. We want to associate healthy eating again with a positive message or positive energy into it. So that's pretty much my message about how do you get your family or your picky eaters to kind of step into the concept of eating healthy. All right. Now, let's get back to the exciting part of my date, or the date that I'm having with the fruit date. So many of you have probably seen dates. They are like this tiny, like 2 inches, 3 inches long, kind of shriveled brown color fruit, which is usually comes in a box, or many times it's in a bulk section. And it is grown in extremely dry conditions. So if you travel in Middle East or even in California, you will see date trees along the road. And you sometime, if you are there in the right season, you will see fresh dates which are like green outside or like light yellow outside. And you can eat them as is, or when they are dried, those are the majdool dates that we usually see in the grocery store. They are usually pitted, which means the seed is removed, or sometimes the seed is still in there. So both varieties are available. The dates, I personally feel, just the way the trees are along the roadside, I think during ancient times the date trees acted just like other fruit trees, um, a vending machine, really, because these fruits were grown along the roadside, and I'm sure people would stop by and have a date instead of a Kit Kat or a candy or chips or what have you. Because I remember growing back in India. We used to have the tropical fruit vendors, or the whatever fruit was in season. Those vendors used to be outside of our school or along the roadside if you're traveling. And they would have the washed fruit ready, and you stop by and you just buy a little bit of fruit. And mm, there you go. I mean, you get your instant healthy snack. And I also remember that for the non-savory snack, let's say our version of chips, they would have roasted chickpeas, or roasted rice, roasted lentils. um, and they used to package those in like a paper cone. And it was fun, and there wasn't so much plastic around and not so much waste. It was cheap, it was all local, seasonal, and all the good stuff. But obviously all that has been replaced by drive-throughs and the vending machines. But anyway, so going back to the dates. So dates are these high fiber, okay, small little fruits which happen to contain potassium for our heart, okay, vitamin A and K for our skin and for our digestive system. Okay, it also contains copper, magnesium, manganese, zinc, niacin, and riboflavin, which are these are some of the B complex uh, vitamins, and all this together offer us health benefits against the damage to cells from the free radicals. So they act as an antioxidant. They help lower the risk of stroke, coronary artery disease, stomach related cancers like specifically colon cancer, pancreatic cancer, so on and so forth. As I was reading research on date, I found out that date is one of those rare fruits which happen to contain 23 types of amino acids. Okay, which is unusual for a fruit. Amino acid is a protein. So I thought that was fascinating. So as you can see, it's packed with these micronutrients. Yes, it is high in sugar, but the glycemic index seems to be okay, and it's super sweet. So you don't need to eat too many dates. Just one or two date per day, or even just one is plenty, because it gives you just enough sugar and energy. And when you combine that with peanut butter or some fruits, I mean some nuts, it is perfect. You can also put chopped dates on on the salad as well. So the I'm super excited about the recipe though, that I'm going to I just wrote it for us. I just stumbled upon it the other day as I was thinking what to make. Somebody was going to stop by for last minute dinner at my house, and I said, what should I make? And I had all these dates, and I knew that I would be talking about date today. So I said, I'm going to try using date in this traditional Indian drink called thandai. Okay, now in India, this drink is offered during month of March and April, which is super hot, which is not true here. But I decided to, instead of sugar, decided to add date in this recipe. So basically, the recipe has 4 cups of non-dairy milk. I used soy milk. I have been having more soy milk these days than the almond milk or coconut milk because of the protein and the health benefits of soy uh, for heart health and as a phytoestrogen. Maybe one of these days I will do a episode on soy. Then I had 6 almonds which were soaked in hot water, 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds soaked in hot water, 1 tablespoon of poppy seeds soaked in hot water. I used 1 to 2 dates. They were small, or small to medium sized dates. If it is too big, then just use one. Now, the spice mix here gets really interesting because it has 1 teaspoon of fennel seed, 3 cardamoms or 1/4 teaspoon of cardamom powder, 4 black peppercorns, okay, 2 to 3 saffron threads, optional, 1/8 teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of rose water, and make sure you buy 100% organic. Usually it is from Morocco, and it should be food grade. I bought mine from Amazon. And 1 teaspoon of pistachio for garnish. Okay, and the recipe is super simple. You soak your almonds and seeds, and you have to drain the almonds, so which means you get rid of the water and save the pistachios on the side for garnish. But otherwise, blend everything else, all the spices, And as you can see, the spice blend is a perfect mix of some savory and non-savory spices. I mean, cardamom, fennel, uh, are a little bit on a sweeter side, but black pepper and black pepper is little, not little, but quite spicy. And then we have turmeric and rose, but somehow this combination comes together. So you put all the ingredients in a blender and blend it at a high speed until it's thoroughly mixed and frothy. And then I served it chilled in a tall glass, and I had some pistachios on top, and it was a perfect, as you can see, this is a perfect dessert for a date night, no matter whom you are having your date with. Okay, so I hope you guys will try this recipe. Give me some feedback. Stay in touch. Send me your questions, and until then, goodbye and take care of yourself. And I will talk to you soon. Thank you.